Welcome to Task Rotary Assembly. In this video, I'm going to be assembling this 4-drawer chest from IKEA. We're going to start with the two side panels in this orientation. Pay attention that the cam lock holes are at the tops and the grooves in the boards are on the outsides currently. We then separate all of our rails and we're going to put them in this orientation. The wheels go down and they face the front of the board. The grooves in those boards are the back of the boards. Then you're going to take those tiny little screws and we're going to screw all of those down. Just make sure the screws are all the way in and everything is nice and tight. Otherwise the drawers are going to catch on those screws when we go to put the drawers in. Also, something else to keep in mind that these are technically PZ2 bits screws, not Phillips. Phillips will work, but you have a really high chance of stripping the screws with a Phillips bit. I'm going to put a link to these particular PZ2 bits in the description for this video if you want to pick some up off Amazon. I do also have the 2-drawer chest, the 3-drawer chest, the 6-drawer chest, and the 6-drawer dresser of the same series on my channel if you're looking for those. Just have a browse. If you are using your drill for these screws, also make sure that you keep your torque settings on low. You don't want to strip out the wood holes that the screws go in. On my Ryobi drill, it's set to a low speed as well as low torque, probably about a 3 or a 4 for these particular screws. Next, we're going to grab 4 of the cam screws, 2 for each of the boards at the bottom. And same thing with those, make sure they're in all the way nice and flush. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem with the cam locks when we get to that point. And also, if you're using your power tools, just make sure that the torque is on low for those as well, so you don't strip the hole. So we've got 4 wooden dowels, 2 on the bottom of each. And then we have 2 of these larger screws we're going to put in these middle holes. You're not going to screw them all the way in, you're going to leave it out a little bit. And something else I want to mention is I'm in Canada and I know there are some differences in different regions, different countries. This is how it is assembled here. Now this is the bottom board. Just pay attention to the orientation. One of the edges has the holes. That goes to the outside back edge, which has the groove. And also the cam lock holes are currently facing us, which is on the bottom of the dresser. You're going to use 2 of the plastic cam locks and lock that down. Now we're going to get the other side and just put it on there as well, and 2 cam locks to hold that in place. Now this is the front trim piece that's going to go along the bottom of the front of the dresser. So again, pay attention to the orientation. We're going to be using these pieces here. Those 2 holes are facing us currently, and this is how you assemble these. These are all PZ2 screws technically. You can use a Phillips, but you have to be careful. It's easy to strip them with a Phillips. I'm going to give you a close-up view of this in a second to show you what it's supposed to look like. So you just gently lift the dresser and that should slide right under there like that. And then you're going to use 2 more screws to attach that to the bottom of the dresser. Now we have this metal support rail that's going to go across in the middle where we put those 2 screws in that we didn't tighten all the way. So you're going to tighten it on one side fully. Now there's a little bit of a trick to this. If you bring the other side of the dresser towards you a bit, you can bow that metal slightly, just like that, enough to get your drill in there to tighten that screw fully. There you go. Now these are the plastic feet that go on the bottom of the dresser. Next, we're going to slide in the backing boards. Just pay attention to the groove on the side and the orientation. Those holes are at the bottom facing us, which is the bottom of the dresser. And it slides right in like that. You're going to insert a couple dowel pins into the holes at the bottom. And we're going to slide the next board in the exact same orientation. Holes facing down towards the bottom of the dresser. And pay attention to the grooves on the sides. Those dowel pins will fit into that board, and then you just slide it all in and up. Now you want to slide it up high enough that those 2 holes line up to the holes in that bottom board of the dresser. Those are going to be the retainers. Now you'll see I've actually missed the hole there on the bottom, so make sure that you slide that board down so they both line up. Now it's in there. And then you're going to use these little pins that go into the retainers to hold them there tight. You can tap those in fairly easily. Next, I'm going to carefully stand the dresser. Make sure you hold both sides so you don't bow the dresser out. And we're going to prepare the top. First, we have this 1 more board. Now you can see these holes are offset to one side or the other. You want to match the back boards of the dresser to the same. See the gap there? Now make sure you're putting it in the same so they line up perfectly. This is the top of the dresser. We're going to use 4 cam screws and 4 dowel pins. Hopefully this video has helped you out today with your assembly, and if it has, the easiest way to help me back is to hit that subscribe button. It helps me more than you know. There's your dowel pins. Make sure those cam screws are fully in and flush, or we're going to have problems putting those cam locks when it comes to that point. Now you can line all of that up. And then you'll need 4 cam locks inside the dresser to hold the top down. Now, another thing to mention is this dresser does have the anchor and unlock function, and that's what the metal mechanism on the right side at the top is for. If you don't attach this dresser to the wall, you can only open 1 drawer at a time. Any drawer, but only 1 at a time. If you want to attach it to the wall fully, then you can open all of the drawers at the same time. This particular video does not have the anchor and unlock function in it, but I'm going to link it at the end of this video. So we have these wedge retainers. They're 2-piece. Put the first piece in and then you put the wedge in. That's going to separate it and hold it in place. They can be a little finicky. Although it seems easy for me, I've done this a bunch of times, I've kind of figured it out, but they can be a little finicky if it's your first time or so. Okay, now we've got some drawers. So we're going to put cam screws on the sides of those into the appropriate holes, 2 on the side of each drawer. So there's 4 in each drawer front. I'm only going to show you 2 drawers in this video because they're all the same. So make sure those cam screws are all the way in and flush, or you're going to have problems with the cam locks when we get to that. So those are the wooden dowel pins in the remaining holes. Okay, these are the sides of the drawers. Just pay attention, there's 3 holes drilled on the outside of each of those sides. They need to line up with the groove that's in the front of the drawer. Those are going to hold the drawer rails, so those are the bottom of the drawers. And then a handful of cam locks to lock all of those in place. If you have a problem getting any of those cam locks in the holes, it's probably because the cam screw wasn't fully inserted. So you can just take the side of the dresser drawer back off and make sure those cam screws are properly inserted. Next we have these little metal retainers that are going to go in the back of the dresser drawers. And the point of them is to give a little bit extra support to the bottom of the drawers. There's a certain way these go in, and I'm going to give you a close-up view here in a minute. It should be closest to the groove in the drawer. There's a little bit of a wave in that metal piece. I'll show you here. And notice that it's closest to the drawer, to the groove, and that helps to support the bottom of the drawer. If you've put it in backwards, it's really not a big deal. You could pull those out fairly easy with your hands and put it in the right way. Just tap them in lightly. So next we're going to put in the bottom of the drawers and then slide those into place. You could start on one side and slide it over and then put it into the grooves. Those metal retainers are now on the outside bottom of the drawer, and they help to support the board. Insert the plastic cam pins and cam locks. And cam locks. Tighten all those down good. Same thing for the remainder of the doors, but as I said, I'm just going to show you 2 here today. Plastic cam pins, and then the cam locks on the top. Now we're going to get the drawer rails on these 2 drawers. So this is wrong. That wheel should be at the back. That is the proper orientation. And we're again going to use those tiny little screws, 3 in each, and make sure they're in all the way, or they're going to catch on the drawer rails when we put them into the dresser. These are also PZ2 screws. And as I mentioned earlier, you can use a Phillips bit, but you have a high chance of stripping these type of screws with a Phillips bit. All of IKEA furniture uses the PZ2 bits. So just flip the drawers over and we'll put the rails on the other side now. And again, just note the wheel is at the back of the drawer. Okay, drawers are all together, and this is how you put them in. It's easiest if you put them on an angle like that and sit the wheel into the track in the dresser, and then just lift and slide in. You'll hear a little click when you get fully inserted, and that is the locking mechanism for the anti-tip feature. I'm going to give you a little demonstration of the locking mechanism here in a second. So as I mentioned, without locking this to the wall, you can only open one drawer at a time. Any drawer, but just one drawer at a time, the rest will be locked. If you want to use the locking mechanism and fasten this chest right to the wall, then you can open all of the drawers at the same time. I'm going to link a video right at the end of this video to the lock.